Welcome to the Bird Gang Nation Sports Media Show, repping the greatest team of all time. Let's go! Bird Gang 31, he be the host with the most. We going deep, burning teams. They ain't nothing but toast. It's Senior Estes. Sirianni put me in coach, running like Miles Sanders Hill. I bumped my head on the post. Touchdown! Yeah, that's coming. Devontae's crazy route running. Jalen hurting them, throwing lasers. The Rager Young gunning. Come on! On the D side, we ride, sack him with Fletcher, lay him out on the stretcher. No one can protect you. Watch Darius lay him, shutting down your routes. Come on! In my green John, eating Philly cheesesteaks. Put up your cups, wings up, if you can relate. Tailgating at the link like Gangsta Stride. To the Bird Gang Nation, that's worldwide. On Sundays, catch the pre and post game. Mondays is Birds on Broad Street with Philly Notion and Cool Cat the Man in Motion. And Wednesdays, the midweek special got you open with JC from Eagles Talk. Hitting like B-Dog, baby.
Welcome to another episode of Bird Gang Nation Sports Talk. I'm your host, Bird Gang 31. Today, Nation, we have a very special guest in the house. It's Mr. King Kincaid in the building. How you doing today, my guy?
Yo, what's going on, man? How you doing, brother? I appreciate you.
I'm doing great, man. Any day that we can get on here and talk some birds. I've been trying to get my boy Kincaid on the show for a minute now, you know what I'm saying? So I'm glad that you finally got some free time so we can get this thing going.
Facts.
Go ahead and give everybody a little breakdown, your new channel, things like that. His channel is posted at the top of the messages, so make sure you go click that link, give him a subscribe. You know what I'm saying? Let's get this guy up to his first 100 on the quickness.
Facts. Yo, man, that was dope. Thanks for the intro, man. I'm loving the jingle, John. You know what I mean? I love it, man. I love the vibes. Y'all, if y'all don't know, I'm King Kincaid. I go by King. We got the fly. It's called. Well, my channel's called King Fly John. As you know, King. My symbol is basically the crown, but it's the NFL kind of like the logo. And then Fly is basically, my logo is basically my little stick is win or lose, we still fly, right? As Birds fans, we still fly, we stay loyal. It is what it is, you know what I'm saying? It's like we married into the game, okay?
It is, man.
We married into the
bleed
game.
Green now from here on out.
Yes.
Ain't nothing else to do. But that's good, man. I'm glad you out here finally got your stuff up, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You about to get there rocking. I'm really excited to check out your content as it comes out. So let's talk about it, my guy. How do you feel about the Birds this year?
I mean, it was cool to do the unknown. You know what I'm saying? So for the past, off season and going into the draft and then going to the signings, building this team and seeing how he made the decisions. I knew it's a retool year. So, it's all about patience. Like my mom and my pops used to say, the key to life is patience. So I think us as Eagle fans, we just gotta stay patient. You know what I mean?
Fact,
even though we don't like Howie, you know what I'm saying, but we gotta stay patient.
Yeah, it's true, man. And it's hard just knowing that, we all wanted our team. We all drank the Kool-Aid in the beginning. You know what I'm saying? We all wanted our team to be doing some great things by now. getting this, we thought maybe by week 9, 10, we'll be rolling, you know what I'm saying, getting them points up. We have Devontae Smith looking like rookie of the year type things. Our offense looking smooth. Our defense, dominating as they always do in the sack game, inside the turnover game. But it didn't all happen. You know what I'm saying?
No.
But at the same time, I'm pretty sure everybody had a glimpse and thought that maybe, just maybe, we'll be 2-4, 3-3 by those first 6 games. You know what I'm saying? Like, that was realistic talk. You know what I'm saying? Regardless of how good you thought we were going to be, you knew those were the hardest 6 games to get through. And I had us going 3-3. We end up 2-4. That's a little bit off, but hey, it's only one game. So it's like, I still feel like our team is not done for the year. You know what I'm saying? I don't feel like I have that sense of urgency of thinking, dang, we just got to watch the rest of these games just to see what we're going to do next year. I still feel like if we get the defense on the right track, we should be doing some big things by the end of this year. So how you feeling about that? What was your take, going into the season? What was your record prediction? And how do you feel about it now?
So I don't mean to sound arrogant or anything like that, but I was one of those Eagle fans. So I was more realistic. You got to crawl before you walk. So I had this team going like, I think it was like 6-11. I had them winning 6 to 7 games. I didn't. Number one, when Howie and Jeffrey hired Nick Sirianni, I was like the little meme was a Snoop, and he's like, who? That's who I was, because I didn't know who the hell he was. I didn't know who he was. Now, when we hired John Gannon, I was like, oh, okay, all right, I know who that is. Comes from the Mike Zimmer defense tree. So I was like, oh well, shoot, you see what Mike Zimmer did with the Vikings, you know what I'm saying? But I was like, okay, cool. We're gonna have something where it's new, fresh. We're moving on from Doug Peterson and Super Bowl winning coach,
right?
And and it was just, it was how they say it, you're flipping the leaf, seeing something that we weren't doing before. I think a lot of it. Doug Peterson did a lot to his own firing, especially when he He threw the game. When he threw the game, that was it was
that's it.
That was it. Yeah, he made out his final destiny when he did that. I'm not apologizing to the Giants fans. Giants should have won more games. Sorry. It was like I said, I kept it cool. Majority of the time, like I said, like the past 3-4 years, I'm like, oh, we winning more than 10 games. But this year, I was like, let me lower my expectation. I don't know who this coach is. The youth is, that's the new thing now. You know what I'm saying? You got guys like for the 49ers coach. I'm trying to think of his name on the top of my head.
You got Shanahan.
Shanahan. You got brilliant minds and stuff like that. But when the time comes, man, what I've seen, they be shit in the bed from what I've seen.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So, I get it, the new innovator and stuff like that. So I was happy to see the offense. Atlanta, and it felt like Chip Kelly. And I hate to say that name, but that's how it felt. It felt like Chip Kelly. We came out like gangbusters. I was like, son,
we about to do some things this year.
Facts. I was like, yo, we about to do some things in this joint. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. How do you feel about it? How did you feel about it?
It's basically the same. I thought for sure that we were about to jump out the gates to start destroying teams off the back. That I was hoping my 3-3 was going to be my worst case scenario, which it kind of was 3-3, 2-4 in those first 6. Hoping that was the worst case scenario, because I was like, man, we can come out this joint and we can be like 5-1, 6-0. You know what I'm saying? With the teams we're playing, forget these teams; they're not as good as they were last year. Type feeling, And then we had all the accidents happen between every game. It was always something going our way. So you're like, yeah, we're gonna get it this week. We're gonna get it this week. But what? Like you said, man, they're rookie coaches. You know what I'm saying? Like, they both have struggled in their own areas, in their own rights. Reason why I'm a little bit more hard on Gannon than I am Nick is because Gannon got veterans on his side. All of our veterans are on the defensive side of the ball. You got veteran corners, you got veteran safeties, you got veteran linemen. You know what I'm saying? Only the linebackers, which is the weakest part, doesn't have real veterans there. You know what I'm saying? So you should be able to scheme up things with these guys a lot better and a lot quicker than Nick should be able to scheme up things with the offense that we have. You know what I'm saying? We did have veteran line, but a lot of that left early this year. You know what I'm saying? So you had young guys on your line, your quarterbacks young, you're young at the play caller. You know, your receivers are all young, your running backs are all young. That was a young group of people, out there trying to make things happen early. And I knew if you seen like whenever we went against more, veteran style coaches, that really played a difference in the game. Besides the fact the first, 6 games we didn't run the ball, that was a huge part of it. But other than that, you know what I'm saying, the whole out coaching thing, that even when we ran the ball a little bit here or there, you know what I'm saying, like it was just you just seeing the rookiness in Nick and what's the boy name's Gannon, and then
Yeah.
you see like the veterans of the other team how they played us. Everybody else was running the ball the first 2 quarters, 3 quarters. You know what I'm saying? Before they really got hot with the pass, and the pass looked good because that's how you set it up. You set up the pass with the run. You know what I'm saying? That's the only way you get those linebackers up. That's the only way you get those safeties up. So you got to set it up. And I
Right.
think that we were not setting it up. Like I'm not a big hater on Sirianni's freaking offense at all. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
But the thing is, he wasn't doing the stuff with disjustice, you know what I'm saying? Like he wasn't running the ball, which would have set up all those passes. You know what I'm saying? Like you can't keep play action in them, when no one's creeping up because they know you're not going to run the ball. You know what I'm saying? Those safeties are coming up because they're looking for the run game to even be effective. You know what I'm saying? That messed up his whole offensive scheme. But after you see now, the last couple of weeks, yes, one, we did play the 2 worst defenses in running game. But two is he got a chance to really see that running the ball will open up your pass game. You know what I'm saying? I think he's understanding as a coach. He don't have a quarterback that's going to throw the ball 40 times. Jalen Hurts, 20 to
Right.
25 passes a game, period. Let him do his run thing, come back with the 20, 25 yards passing. You know what I'm saying? I mean, time passing, and that's what you're going to get out of Jalen Hurts. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
it's going to be nice. It's going to be good. Everybody that's critiquing Jalen Hurts is mostly critiquing him off his pass game. You know what I'm saying? They're like, oh, we know he can run, so but look how he's passing. No quarterback played good their first 13 games. Period. There's not very many of them in the whole league ever in life. So it's like for you only to look at that one thing, you're like shortchanging Jalen. You know what I'm saying? Because what did he do with his legs? All them touchdowns he scored with his legs. That's why he's top 10 overall in stats in terms of quarterbacks. You know what I'm saying right now? It's not just because his passing game, because his combined total puts him there. And I think you can't judge Jalen without judging his burning. You know what I'm saying? Look how many first downs he keeps drives going with his legs. You know what I'm saying? Regardless if he messes up here and there, he's still keeping the drives going. He's still making plays. You know what I'm saying? We win that game. Sports Center would have done that flip over the top, would have been all over Sports Center, all over
Facts.
ESPN, all week long. People will be riding it out to the death. So it's just like you gotta be correct as a fans and understand that Jalen's doing his job. He's getting better every single week. You know what I'm saying? I'm liking what I'm seeing in the past game, but you got to expect it. It's probably going to be a year or two before he's like clean with the pass game. You know what I'm saying? Like he's still a rookie, basically. He's not a rookie, but like everybody's like, well, this is his second year, even though he started 4. But I also go like he didn't even have a training camp last year. So you really can't count it. You got to count that as his preseason. You got to count that as his training
In a
camp.
different
So this
system.
is
And
technically like his first year. So,
yeah.
that's how I feel about it. I think, like I said, I feel more bad, and most Eagle fans feel bad that majority of those games we should have won. Even if we didn't think we were supposed to win, we weren't counting on the win. We should have won those games. You know what I'm saying? Like we were in position a lot of those games to win the game. We gave it up either crappy defense. You know what I'm saying? Playing that zone too much, like Jonathan likes to do, or Nick in the very beginning. Nick wasn't running the ball, and that was hardcore for our defense having to be on the field all the time with those 3 and outs for passing. Because Jalen Hurts not the guy to pass 40 times a game. Either you can wait for you to try to find that guy and then draft and draft the guy that you think is that perfect passer, which we don't get very many of them. Even if you draft a first round pick, doesn't guarantee nothing. Or you can ride Jalen Hurts out, even though he's a leader. He's a lead. He's motivated. You know what I'm saying? He's a winner. You know what I'm saying? And he might be a little flawed, but you can work on that passing part. But his athleticism does him real good. You know what I'm saying? He makes plays with his legs. He scores touchdowns with his legs. So it's not like you're missing out completely. You know, Lamar won the MVP without, passing the ball very well. He only was throwing to his tight end and his
But he
running
had a
back
good
during those
defense.
days.
But he had an awesome defense.
So they counted the wins part of it. But in terms of like skill level, I think Jalen's the better passer than Lamar. But I also think Lamar is more athletic than Jalen. So it's like that's the difference between the two.
100%.
But at the same time, Jalen's been doing this thing. He's getting better with what he has to offer. If the coach don't call no deep shots, he ain't throwing no deep shots. You know what I'm saying? The coach don't call no run plays. His play has some passing, and he just kept doing it. You seen him do it. He was determined to keep going with it. He's like, all right, you just want to run RPO game? I'm gonna do it. It's my job. But was it beneficial to him? No, not really.
But this is the thing, though. When you're doing the RPO, you have to set up the run to be able to do RPO.
Yes, because then it's just a PO.
Yeah, exactly. You know what I'm saying? What's going on over above? What up, man? Everybody joining, man. I'll say, I gotta say what's
Really
up.
girl.
To piggyback off of what you're talking about, though, one thing that Jalen needs to improve is he needs to the beginning of the season, you can tell it was one read. It was a one read offense. So if you're hiking the ball, that person's there. That's your first read. Boom. Because he only can scan on one side of the field, and that's the right side of the field. So that was one thing I paid attention to. So I've been to 3 games this year already. I've been to the Chiefs game, Niners game, and I went to Vegas for the Raiders game. And then the next month, I'm actually going to the Eagles and Washington football team. And from week 2, and I didn't go to Atlanta. I shouldn't have been Atlanta. Shout out to Gail. And shout out to 4th of July. You know what I'm saying? Those are my boys. That's my big brother. He always gives me crap.
Yeah, 4th of July's awesome. I love those guys.
Yeah.
I'm actually having Jimmy on this weekend too. On Saturday,
okay,
Jimmy's gonna come by the show.
That's my man. That's my man. Let's shout out to Jimmy. Yeah. That's my man. But to go back on, it was like from seeing the progression from reading the right side of the field to reading your one read, and he's not there. Okay, I gotta go. To now, in what is this? Was this week 9 now? This is week 8, week 9, somewhere in there, right?
Yeah, we're in there. Like, is it week 10 already?
It's week 10. Man, this season fly by.
So we're 3 and 6, right? So it's 9.
Yeah, so it's 9.
Going into week 10.
Week 10. Going into week 10, and from last week's game, from what I've seen better poise from the pocket. What up, backyard? What up, man? You everywhere, B. I gotta catch up to you.
Backyard be everywhere. Yeah, that's what's up.
Right? From what I've seen, he got better at the pocket passing. But from the Lions game and going backwards, it was more of like he see the read, he didn't like it, them eyes drop, he's out. Mm-hmm. Even though he had a pocket and he would get out of the pocket, and I'm like, bruh, like what are you doing here? Mm-hmm. And then after that, you're missing things that is on the field. You know what I'm saying? You're missing your tight end. I can count on numerous times where Dallas Goedert has been wide open. I can count on numerous times where, I think the only person to me that feels like he wants the ball and has that attitude, he's like, yo, I'm hungry. Give me the ball. It's Quez Watkins.
That's a fact. I mean, preaching it all year, all off season.
He's the only wide receiver, and no disrespect to Devontae Smith. None. I'm just saying, as a person, I see, I'm like, yo, he is hungry. He's on the field. That's him. But Devontae, he knows he is the best wide receiver on this squad. His route running is impeccable.
Facts.
He can get open whenever he wants to.
Mm-hmm.
He, and then a lot of it, I heard people talk about the drops with him. The reason why he has so many drops is because he's like, oh man, I'm gonna get the ball. He's not ready because he's like, oh snap, I'm getting the ball. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. The running the ball, man. I'm gonna be honest with you. Jordan Howard should have been active since week 1.
I thought that too a little bit, but at the same
He
time,
should
it's
have been
like
active since
Miles
week
wasn't getting
one.
the ball week 1, 2, 3, and 4 really like that. So it's like if
Right.
you like everybody begging for Jordan to come, I was like, well, why don't we give it to our star running back? Let him see what he can do with it.
True.
You know what I'm saying?
But when you're saying that though, that Niner game, we should have won. Because that is on Nick Sirianni. That Niner, and I was there. When we couldn't score in those games, we couldn't score in those goal lines. You give the ball to Jordan Howard. We're winning that. He gets you 3-4 yards in a cloud of dust. We're winning that game.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It was just a lot. I mean, the morale of the team went down due to that's my man, 50 grand. Brandon Graham went down. It sucks. Just to see him, go down the way he is. And the only bad game that I actually seen from Jalen Hurts was that Cowboys game was terrible.
Yeah, the whole team was terrible that game.
Yeah, but him especially because they just look like how you're playing somebody and you just get timid. That's what I seen in Jalen. I didn't
like they were starstruck. You know what I'm saying? When they went to Jerry, bro, they were all starstruck. All these stars, all these good players. Oh my God! You know what I'm saying? Like,
man.
But if you notice that even our
only
defense, like they've been talking about it all around the league right now. JG, whenever we go against a semi-good quarterback, he gets starstruck and he treats him with too much respect, man. You're a defensive coordinator in the NFL. You don't respect nobody. All these guys are little boys to you, and you're going to go eat them up. You know what I'm saying? Like, straight up. Like, you ain't even worried about what they can do passing to you. Like, besides Tom Brady, he's the GOAT. Yes, he can probably dissect your blitz defense. But other than that, these young guys, just because they're having good games doesn't mean that they're that talented. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a passing league. The rules are set up for them to throw multiple touchdowns. You know what I'm saying? So it's like JG kind of gives them a little too much leeway. I feel like that he shouldn't be so lenient on it. Look we have 5 games, 80% plus, passing percentage from quarterbacks. It ain't never happened ever.
The worst thing is every week the quarterback that is player of the week is playing against the Eagles defense.
Exactly.
Like
because that soft zone defense he likes to play. He don't have the linebackers to play that defense. That
soft third defense that he is putting up is terrible. And everything that John Gannon said that he didn't want to do when he was in the press conferences and stuff like that, he is doing. He did the complete opposite. I don't understand it. I just don't understand it. Yo, shout out to Backyard BIRDGANG. We've been, you know what I mean? But the thing with Gannon, this is one thing I want to say with Gannon. I kind of get the scheme. I kind of get it. And Gail pointed this out. He said, I get it, but we don't have the talent. So could it be the talent?
We got the linebackers. That's what it is.
Exactly. But
I
feel like the linebackers are so far off the line of scrimmage. They're just so far off the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, but you got to realize the difference is like he's thinking of having guys like Kendricks and Barr. We don't have no Kendricks and Barr in our defense. But when you have those guys, you can run that defense. They're going to go make sure that run game's taken care of. They're going to still be good in the pass game. They're very instinctive linebackers. We don't have those guys in our defense. So he's running the system without those guys. So that's the reason why it looks so bad.
But with Gannon, I think what he's thinking, I got Fletcher Cox, I got Hargrave. They'll clog up the middle. But they're getting double teamed. You can't do so much when you have 700 pounds laying on you every damn snap. You can't do. You only can do so much. You know what I'm saying? And so that's the thing that irritates me about him. It's like, what are you doing? And then on top of that, we have good DBs in Philadelphia. At my all-time being an Eagles fan, I've been an Eagle fan since 1990. Okay,
all right.
We haven't had a pair like this in a long time. In a long time. I mean, a long time. We have Steve. You have Steve. You have Steve over there. You have Big Play Slay over there. Slay's fast. Steve gets physical. Let's get physical. Thanks. So what if you're gonna beat us over the damn middle? You got the damn safety so far back. I feel when at the Raiders game, I sat north side of the damn stadium. I felt like Rodney McLeod was sitting next to me and my wife watching the damn game. That's how far back he is. He's just out the damn game. He's out the game. It's crazy.
Yeah, my biggest thing with Gannon is, like anytime you got front fours, like the front four we got, their only direction is forward. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't have these guys in those screens. You don't have them backing up into zones. You don't have them doing nothing but going after your quarterback. That's why Swartz ran the wide nine for so much, because he knew that your job is this. You know what I'm saying? We're putting you in a different position, but that's all you need to worry about. And he's trying to get too cute. You know what I'm saying? Like, everybody, you're a coach. You know what I'm saying? You try to come into the league. You want to put your own stamp on it. You know what I'm saying? And the problem with our new coaches is they came in with this like confident swagger, like we're gonna put our stamp on it, and the stamp's not working. So you need to go dip that thing again. You know what I'm saying? With a twist to it, to put some extra juice on that thing, and maybe we can get something going. You gotta, like you came to us saying, like he said, you're gonna play to our strengths. You're not playing to the strengths of the players that we got.
You're doing the total opposite.
You're doing exactly the opposite.
Yeah. Oh, like for instance, we have what did he say? He said you can tell if you're not playing to your players' strength, and then as a whole, your defense. Yo, what up, Birdman? What's going on?
What's up, Birdman? 951.
Your whole defense and your captains of your defense are frustrated with you, and they're telling you, Fletch, saying, "Well, I don't pay to chase down screens. I get paid to sack. I get sacks." Rodney McLeod, I'm not calling the plays, but we're trying to do what we need to do.
We need to learn to disguise inside of the play call that is called. We still have to learn how to disguise it ourselves so we can do it right. You know what I'm saying?
But
legit.
But that's the problem. We don't do no movement. We don't do no movement before snap hits.
No,
we don't do none of that. We stay in this vanilla ass soft defense. I have no you most definitely said Flowers. I feel like this defense is like remember when Charlie Murphy was playing against Prince and he dunked the ball and he said game blouses and he just dunked down, slipped down slow. This is how this damn defense is, man. It's so ridiculous, man. It's so frustrating. So frustrating, bro.
Yeah. But you see, the only thing that the theory is tested that's good is just hopefully that, we don't really have no big time quarterbacks no more, the rest of the season.
But it doesn't even matter, though.
But he plays more aggressively against the guys that aren't so big.
Think about it.
Maybe that will help us out moving forward.
But think about it. Mediocre game managers have been chewing our asses up.
Herbert's good.
Think about it.
Mahomes is good.
Yo, Derek Carr was he was sipping every time he had the ball. Oh, that was first down. I got you. Say less. Oh, we didn't get it. We got it. Just run the same play. Like we look crazy out here.
Right.
Herbie looked like Joe Montana.
Yeah.
Young Bull looked like Joe Montana.
They broke records, yeah.
He ain't never been to Philadelphia.
Mm-hmm.
Think about it. We 0-4 in our own stadium.
That's sad.
0-4 in our own stadium.
It should be the other way around. You should be 4-0 at home. Your losses come away.
Thank you. When is the last time you ever heard that we've been this terrible at home? Never won it. Thank you. Like, this is the thing. Being from Philadelphia, okay, I used to take pride, and I never wanted anybody to get hurt. I always welcome everybody to Philadelphia. But I would take pride about the what we were labeled as. Oh, man, I ain't trying to go to Philly. Yeah, you don't want to come here. Man, the 2 home games I went back home, there's the Chiefs. Man, there was so much red in there. It was ridiculous. There was so much red. The Niners, they came in there. They were on the deep. They ain't do no takeover, but they came in there deep, man. Like it's just like, damn, man. Like this is embarrassing, man.
That's a long time ago. Further,
we gotta have patience. Yeah,
but see, I think it's more like the point is, like I was saying earlier, we already knew that we are going to struggle early. Like we should have knew,
Right.
regardless of what they told us. The games, the teams we played were just gonna was an indication that it was gonna be rough early. So I think people just jumped off the ship and went kind of overboard because it started to happen in real life. You know what I'm saying? You're starting to see it. And just the whole feeling of knowing you were in those games, you could have had those games if you did. The coaches would have coached the right day. And one week it was the defense messing up. Next week it was the offense messing up. Next week it was the defense messing up. You're like, oh, if you guys just get it together, you know what I'm
Right.
saying? Like we gonna win some games, you know what I'm saying? So you had that hope still. Then we go to Detroit and like you see them put it together now, boom, you got a total blowout.
Well, we did put it. The Birds did put it together playing against Carolina.
Yeah.
That was the defense stepped up. Special teams did their thing. Offense struggled here and there. But that was like, okay, what like is this thing going? Is this an oil machine where it's going? So that was like, all right, cool, we're good. And then the next week, it was like, okay,
like did you forget everything you did the last week?
Yeah, and you know what I mean.
But you see what I'm saying? They knew they were going against Sam Darnold,
their identity.
a worse
They don't know who their
quarterback.
identity is. Just trying to figure out what your identity is. You know what I'm saying? That's basically what it is.
Yeah, and they got to just be aggressive. Like there's no way in heck you don't call it all out blitz on that fourth down last week. You know what I'm saying? Like that's the all out blitz. That's you bringing the whole house. You bringing the step kids. You bringing, you know what I'm saying, the neighbors' kids. You bringing everybody that you can get to go down on that play on that fourth down. It's 40 game. You know what I'm saying? If they pass it, whatever, you look stupid, then you're already gonna lose the game anyway. We're probably not gonna give you as much shit because you went for it. You know what I'm saying? But since you didn't go for it, you're in some zone defense on fourth down. You knew they were going to run the ball up the gut, and you only have your four linemen trying to stop that play. That's ridiculous. That's the worst coaching job ever when you done already stopped them 2 times on fourth down. You know what I'm saying? You done it already twice. You already knew what you had to do. You know what I'm saying? But then you went away from it on the last one. The one that matters the most. If they get this first down, the game is over. Period.
Yeah.
You don't get no redos, no nothing. And then that was the defense you called.
But for what I've seen what John Gannon tries to do, I just don't think it works because he tries to do the whole like we're gonna make the quarterback, play tricks on his mind and make a mistake. Dude, this is professional football players. That does not that rarely happens. It rarely happens. Stop trying to be the smartest guy in the room and do what you need to do to get the win. I don't get it, man. I just don't get it.
And really, to be the smartest guy in the room is by doing you. Don't let the crowd, don't let the media, don't let the freaking fans or anybody else tell you what to do or adjust to them. Like, don't be scared of the player you're playing. You know what I'm saying? The team you're going against. Like you said, when they went to Dallas, they just looked starstruck. All of them. Like, what? You know what I'm saying? What? And they just got their, rear ends handed to them. But, you know what I'm saying? Like, when we're playing against less capable quarterbacks, you know what I'm saying? They look a little bit more hype. They look a little bit more juiced. You know what I'm saying? They're doing more. You know what I'm saying? Like, it is what it is. Like I said, the offense mostly is just because they're young players. You know what I'm saying? They're all young and they all trying to get their way, make their way. You know what I'm saying? And they're still listening to coaching that's basically getting better. Nixon got off the hook for a little bit because the 2 games he did the best thing he could. He could run. He was supposed to run the ball against the 2 worst run defenses in the league. That's why he ran the ball. He did a great job. We rushed the ball. We scored rushing touchdowns. It was awesome. But Gannon, on the other hand, is still giving us the same garbage. So it's like, if he continues it, he's the reason why we won't be able to win now, or we won't be able to get to where we need to get to, which I think we can still get to, with the talent that we have on our roster. I said that from the very jump. The people we have on our roster, if they're coached right, they can win 12, 13 games, period. Like, that's how much talent is on this roster. But if you don't put these guys in the right places where they all sitting here, come out in public displaying their frustrations with the schemes you're calling, even on the offense. You know what I'm saying? You've seen Devontae Smith. You've seen, Dallas Goedert and those guys come out there and be like, oh, man, why don't we run the ball? Why don't we run the ball? Mailata, I'm so tired. What we're doing is passing the ball. He's backpedaling all game. That's not good. You see 2 big injuries happening from passing the ball too much early in the season. You know what I'm saying? You see even Miles Sanders go down because he's not in football shape because when it comes to game time, he's not getting real life carries. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't getting them all the way up until he got hurt. The game he got hurt was the most carries he was starting to get, in the game.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it's like, and people are like, oh, Miles is garbage. Really? How can you say that when the guy that hasn't even got the ball? You know what I'm saying? There's so many fans like, oh, you need to have Coward, the game will start. No, you need to have Miles start as soon as he get back and actually give him the ball like you've been giving the rest of these guys the ball. And you'll see a bigger production on offense, you know what I'm saying? Because he is more of an elite back than the rest of those guys. But you keep Howard, you know what I'm saying? I say you keep all four of them. You know what I'm saying? Keep Howard,
Hey.
keep Boston, to give
Yeah.
Miles some breaks, and then on third down you bring in some game. Well, let him do his thing. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Now you got a stable of backs doing different things with your featured, stallion Miles Sanders handling his business. You know what I'm saying? Because with the rest of them, he'll feed off their runs. You know what I'm saying? He'll have enough time to have breaks on the sideline and whatnot. You know what I'm saying? Now you got to establish offense. You can do some big things. Shout out to the 16 in the chat. Please like and subscribe to both of our channels if you have not. BIRDGANG 31 and my boy King Fly John. Right? I said it right? Yeah.
I appreciate you.
So, and his link is at the top of the chat. It's pinned up there. So you guys go ahead and hit that link for him. But yeah, man. So, like I said, my outlook was best case scenario 13-4, worst case scenario 10-7. We're still there at the 10-7 mark. You know what I'm saying? I still feel like we get to get that. If Gannon does his job, I feel like Nick's done learned, he done grew, he done developed to the point where he understands Jalen's limits. Now, does he have too few passes? Yes. You gotta give him a couple more passes. Let him get a little bit more in the pass game. You gotta still be, making him come along in that area. But at the same time, you understand that you definitely got to run the ball a lot more, and that's what he's doing the last couple of games, and it's paying off. You know what I'm saying? We're looking better as a football team in general. Jalen doesn't have so much on this play. He's not, checking RPOs every single down, to the point where he's like, oh, man, do I need to run it? Do I need to hand it off? Do I need to pass it? Do I run it, hand it off, pass it, run it? No, you do that over and over and over again. That's a lot of stress on a person. You know what I'm saying? That's just a stressful situation. I wouldn't even want to do it. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's ridiculous. Okay, every single play you're gonna make me do all this, but the offense wasn't working that way because they were
RPO, man. I'm so tired.
It's something you use in your offense, but it can't be your offense.
It most definitely. The only person I've ever seen run the RPOs great was Nick Foles. He ran that RPO, and he wasn't even mobile. He didn't even run the ball.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it was just one of those things like, man, you see it. The one thing I had to give to Nick, man, Nick called an awesome game. He played a good game, man. I had to give it to him. But John Gannon, bro, it's like he's trying to put a square peg into a circle. Like it's like he's just trying to make it work. Bro, it's not going to work. You do not listen, this is the thing. Alex Singleton, he's a good tackler. Okay, give it to him. Edwards, he is hustle. He's just slow. He can't run like that. He just can't run. Now, Davion Taylor, young bull, okay, now I see why they drafted him. He got some speed. He has talent. He's stepping up. I gotta give it to him.
But he's not like I say, we got a lot of, if you ran a 4-3, right? We got a lot of outside linebackers. You know what I'm saying? That's what we got a team full of. But we don't have no inside linebacker beast, dude, the leader of your defense, soldier that's going to stop that run no matter where it's at. You know what I'm saying? Like all the good defenses have that guy in the middle. And that's the guy that we are missing in our defense. But like the other guys, not saying that they're not good. They're just good at what they do on the outside. They're the outside type linebacker. They're good in coverage. They're fast, so they can go run to the play. But these guys are already, 15, 10, 5, 7, whatever, 8 yards down the field, you know what I'm saying, before they actually touching them, because they're playing their pass first, then they're going to the run, you know what I'm saying? So it's like if we had that thumper that, you can run more of a 4-3 and, make sure he's on the running back, period. You know what I'm saying? Like he's going to go get it. He's going to clean up the mistakes of a lot of these defensive linemen, you know what I'm saying? Because he's a very instinctive linebacker. That's what we need. We need that field general out there. And I think until this Eagles defense get that field general, it's going to be a little suspect. It can look good. We've seen it look good at times. It can look good, but it's definitely going to still be suspect in terms of the run game.
Yeah, man. Like I said, we got a whole bunch of young bulls on the squad. So I get it. We got to be patient, but it's just frustrating at times where you're losing like this. Yeah, yo,
Yeah.
you know what it is, Bobby. He
Right.
said it. He said Nick Foles ain't running that joint.
Yeah, and he did run it, but he ran the because we actually ran the ball that year. People had to worry about Jay Ajayi. People had to worry about, LeGarrette Blount. So that's the reason why his RPO worked so well when Nick ran it. They knew Nick wasn't running that damn ball. Either he was handing it off or he was passing it. But the fear of him actually handing it off was so great that it left a lot of pass plays open. You know what I'm saying? That's the reason why he wasn't running the ball. So like we said, now you took away that fear. If you don't have that fear, your linebackers aren't coming up. They're playing the pass. So those windows that were small are even smaller. Now you're expecting Jalen Hurts to get it, super tight in these windows. You know what I'm saying? He's running for his life. Our line hasn't been 100% since week 2. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Hey, whoa. The offensive line has been holding up.
they've been
Gotta
really
give a big shout out.
they've been
Definitely gotta give
holding
a big
up, but
shout
they haven't been
out.
what the
Gotta give a
starters
big
would have
shout
been
out
if
to
the
Dickerson.
starters were to stay healthy. You know what I'm saying? Like
Okay,
Driscoll's
so
not even in the same boat or same
Driscoll.
category as a Brandon Brooks. Period. He's not
Oh,
there.
most definitely.
Now
Most definitely.
I can say Landon Dickerson for Sayamala. That's
Oh,
kind of the move I
beast,
wanted to happen
beast,
anyway. So I give that
beast.
side a little bit more. But
Yeah,
then you had
beast.
Lane out for those games. Lane has not been the same since he's been back.
Yeah,
You
but
know what I'm
you know
saying?
what
Like he
though?
got a lot going on in his life, which I feel bad for, whatever. But you know what I'm
But
saying? You out there on that football field, you gotta be the old Lane Johnson.
think about it. As you have an offensive line like this, and you're saying, they're holding up. And then there's another thing I definitely want to say. Why are people so hard on Jalen? And Jalen's not the one losing us games.
Not
He
at
doesn't
all.
turn over the ball. He doesn't really turn over the ball. You know what I'm saying?
Never.
Like
Everybody was like,
you know,
"Oh, Jalen's gonna have a lot of interceptions. Jalen's gonna have a lot of fumbles this year."
yeah, I'm like, what
You
the
know what I'm
hell's
saying?
going
So he's
on?
got to watch out how Jalen. Like been the exact opposite of that. You know what I'm saying? Even the games he hasn't passed that much, he has some nice passes. He scored some touchdowns with his legs and his feet. You know what I'm saying? Like the boy is doing anything he can do to do what he can do. You know. And there was a point at that time where, he wasn't getting, like I said, we weren't running the ball, but he was still going out. He still, even last game, go out there. I lost the game. You know what I'm saying? It was my fault. You know what I'm saying? He's being that leader. He's taking the blame off of everybody. You know what I'm saying? He's
Right.
stepping up like a leader. And he's like,
Right.
yeah, it's my fault. And you know damn well it wasn't your fault, my guy. Like, I'm tired of everybody's like, oh, we hit those plays in the beginning. For one, the Dallas Goedert play wouldn't have been a touchdown. The guy was right there, was going to tackle him. Safety was right there. Like, unless Dallas Goedert pull some super turbo button on his controller, you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? He wasn't going
he
to
did
make
make
that
a couple
touchdown
plays.
regardless anyway.
Right.
And for two, I feel like Dallas, if he wanted to be this elite tight end that he claims he is, he should have caught it too. You got a whole mug, a whole hand on that ball. Jalen got hit when he got through. So it wasn't like you can't be like, oh, Jalen, that pass sucked. No shit, he got hit. You know what I'm saying? Like he got hit pretty hard right when he was releasing the ball. And Jalen's a smaller quarterback anyway. So Dallas still got to make that catch. You know what I'm saying? If it touches your
He got
hand,
his
I
hands
come
on
from
it.
the school, like we said about,
Hey,
Quez Watkins. Quez Watkins jumped over that dude and grabbed the ball and made sure that he caught the ball. That's the kind of effort you need to be at all the receiver spots. You know what I'm saying? All those receivers that
no
are on that
doubt.
field should be catching the ball like that. Whether you're a tight end, a running back, a receiver, wherever you're at, you gotta be going for the ball like it's your ball. They teach you that from grade school. You gotta get the ball like it's your ball. You know what I'm saying? Don't let anybody else chances. Some of these guys want the ball to be perfect to them. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I give them both blame on that. Jalen could have threw a better pass, even though he was getting hit. I still think it could have been a little bit better. But at the same time, Goddard could have caught that ball too. You know
Well,
what I'm
you know
saying?
what?
So it was like
He stuck his face in the fan. That's what we used to call it back in the day when we played. I'm pretty sure when you played as well, your coach would be like, if you stick your face in the fan, this is what's going to happen. But you got to come through. With that particular play, and I put it on my channel. I don't know. I didn't put it on my channel. I had it. I'm sorry. He had Devontae wide open.
Yeah.
He had Devontae Smith wide open.
That's true.
When he broke out and hit, I think it was he came out his release came out and then hit his head went right and then boom went out to the did a little post route out. He had him wide open. Then, but that took all the defenders to go into the Devontae. Dallas was wide open.
Right.
It was just a little strong. It was a little strong on it. But, there was – this is the thing. As a quarterback, you're going to leave plays on the field. Nobody is perfect. Quarterbacks
everybody. I tell everybody, all you guys, elite quarterbacks don't do that. Elite quarterbacks do that every single week. You know what I'm saying? I hate hearing the elite quarterback. That would have been 2 touchdowns. No, for one, like I said, he might not even scored a touchdown, even if he made that completion, for one. And for two, it's like we don't know what could have happened. They could have fourth and down us. You know what I'm saying? Fourth and goal us, and we turn over the ball. You don't know what's going to happen in that situation. So you can't even add those points. Devontae Smith, even, yes, he threw a low ball that one. You know what I'm saying? But I also feel at the same time, if Devontae flattens his top of his route and runs that more flat instead of more circle, they teach you that too when you're a receiver. If you circle out that route, then it's going to be the ball's going to be at a different spot because the quarterback's expecting you to flatten that right out and drive to the sideline. And no one looks at that either. I'm like, man, that's why I played semi-pro ball too. You know what I'm saying? I had to run over. I ran the round before, where my coach was like, I'm like, that's a horrible pass, man. They're like, no, you weren't in the spot you should have been at. You know what I'm saying? I'm not blaming it all on Devontae, but he even stumbled at the top of the route. He said that in the interview. He goes, I stumbled at the top of the route, and that would kind of bent them out a little bit wider.
Devontae said, my bad.
Yeah.
When he said throw it up and he looked, he was like, my bad. Yeah. But yes, the ball should have been in a better place for him. Should have
been. But if you really look at it, him coming back like that, if you flatten that route out, that's the only spot between the sideline and the guy. You know what I'm saying? The sideline and the defender, that's where the ball was thrown to. Yeah. He threw it to a spot. He didn't throw it to Devontae. You know what I'm saying? He threw it to a spot that time. And like I said, he was throwing off his back leg. It could have been more better of a pass, yes. But to be a football critic, you got to know both sides of it. You got to be able to look at both. Like, okay, I seen that. Yes, we're going to give Jalen his credit, but yes, we also got to give Devontae his credit for not flattening that route out.
And you know what? And for you saying that, man, that's one thing I can say that I root for Jalen the most because he has accountability. Mm-hmm. We didn't have that the past 3-4 seasons with Wentz. Wentz would do the whole thing. Oh, I need to go look at tape. I need to get better. No, bro. No. Tell the people that actually know football of what happened. That's all you need to do. Don't say, "Oh, I need to get better. I need to do this. I can't do this."
Yeah,
it's crazy, man. You know what I'm saying? I mean, one thing I would say though, Howie, yes, yes, I am scared of the 3 first-round picks that we have.
I'm not because we actually had a decent draft this year. So I think whoever was in that draft room is obviously someone different than it was before because Howie was making horrible picks. But this year, Devontae Smith, good pick. You know what I'm saying? Landon Dickerson turned out to be a good pick because we needed an offensive left guard, and he's actually getting better every game. So it was a good pick.
This is the only year that he
exactly.
Did. Last year,
we only can go off of people that are in that draft room. This is a whole new draft room too. You know what I'm saying? There's a whole new system. True. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you got maybe how he didn't do that. That's why they got rid of everything. This whole situation is toxic for me. I'm not doing good, period. We don't know what kind of influence Dougie P was like. Dougie P could have been like, I want Jalen Rager. You know what I'm saying? He could have been like, that's my guy. That he'll work good in this offense. You know what I'm saying? We already got Deshaun Jackson. We already got, Alshon Jeffrey. He didn't know they were going to get hurt. You know what I'm saying? We got to look at things hindsight, too. Like, you had 2 veteran receivers. Jalen Rager would have been a perfect slot to get up in there and do some big things in, But no one thought about that. Yes, D-Jax got hurt, so you didn't get a chance to see that. Yes, Alshon got hurt for most season. You didn't get a chance to see that. But then you seen Fulgham play some good ball. You seen Ward play some good ball. You know what I'm saying? But they're not no world beaters either. So it's like with Howie, I see he does. Like I said, he always did 2 things good. He got free agents good, and he handled the cap pretty good. Every GM pushes things back. Like everybody's like,
one thing
all this money pushed back. Every GM is doing that. That's how you save money in a football team. It's a business.
That's where I disagree with you on that one.
It's a business. What team don't use that method?
Hold on. But when you're drafting, at times he drafted unnecessary players. JJ Arthega, he had no business being drafted in the 2nd round. Am I right?
JJ balled at Stanford. He was a baller, legit baller. We already
Pac-12
had Zach
football is
Ertz, who
trash.
balled from Stanford, so you thought
Pac-12
maybe
football is
JJ was gonna
trash.
ball in the pros. And I
I
hate
live in
JJ. I think
Arizona.
he's garbage right
Pac-12
now.
football
But
is
at the
trash.
time of the draft,
Nah.
JJ was balling in Stanford. He had a lot of touchdowns. He's a big physical receiver. He's supposed to replace Alshon Jeffries. It was kind of not the dumbest move on the block.
Name a college.
The
In the
reason why we think
Pac-12
that was a bad pick because none of the receivers that we had in place of him, that he was never supposed to be the star. Alshon kept getting hurt. Deshaun kept getting hurt. If they were to actually never got hurt and did fill their roles, JJ would have had a nice role to get in there.
I had to disagree with you on that one.
But after those guys get hurt, we expected JJ to ball out, and he never did.
He did put up numbers, but it's Pac-12. They don't play defense.
I'm a USC fan, so I'm not gonna hate on the Pac-12, my guy.
No, I get it. Hey, listen, I live in Arizona. You know, I get it. You know what I'm saying? But let's think about it though. When's the last person you ever see? When's the last person besides Zach Ertz and what was the other one? What's the other young bull? Asante Samuels, Jr. And Gronk at the Pac-12 is actually doing something in the league, making noise.
Well,
none.
Well,
Woo.
We got a receiver over there in Indianapolis. Pittman's balling.
Pittman, okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep going. Juju was a beast for a long time.
Yeah, come on. He do TikToks.
You gotta get Juju love. Juju was a beast.
he got drafted for TikToks.
And then I don't know, like we've had some good players come to the league. Reggie Bush's, Lindell was good for a little bit where he kept getting partying too much and doing his thing. You know what I'm saying? Like Carson Palmer was a beast.
Who?
Carson Palmer.
Oh, no.
Palmer was a beast.
He was
He had some bad years. But you know what I'm saying? Anyway,
think about it,
we got some people over there too from Oregon. Who's the number one draft pick next year going to be from Oregon? You know what I'm saying?
We won't get how you say his last name? Thibodeau? How you say his last name?
Thibodeau.
We won't get him. I don't think we'll get him.
Yeah,
He'll be gone. He'll be gone by 2.
Yeah, that's true. Unless we trade it up, which we possibly could do too.
Yeah, true. We could trade up, but I don't think he'll be there. I don't think he'll be there at 3.
He's not. What do you think we need to do with these first 3 picks? So I'm gonna even say, I'm gonna say like this. What do you think we should do with the first 4 picks? Because you gotta realize we got 2 in the second. We got 5 picks in the top 50 players. Like we should be able to do some major damage on our team. You know what I'm saying? Damage control. I will picks defense, the second 2 picks offense. You can get a lineman.
Hey, so one thing I want to answer him, Philly fan D. Hey, think about it. If Jalen's all those illegal man up the fields and wide receiver stepping out of bounds.
I tell people that all the time. They don't even look at that.
Hurts is killing it right now. Imagine all those touchdowns that came back and those yards that came back. Think about it.
Yes. I tell you that all the time. Like if all the touchdowns he had that got turned back, if he has those touchdowns, his stats look ridiculous. You know what I'm saying? Yes. I know, but they go, but he didn't get it. It's like, yeah, he did, but come on now, you gotta give him credit for putting it there. Those were touchdowns.
True.
And then they're like garbage time points and stats. Every quarterback to be top 10 all time. You know how many crappy quarterbacks were playing garbage time all the time? You know how many good quarterbacks that play garbage time too? Like it's all time stats, my guy. It's not just per game when you play good people. These stats just come. This is stats when you play some good teams. These are all time stats. Meaning everybody done played crappy teams. Everybody to play good teams. You know what I'm saying? There's thousands of quarterbacks.
Yeah, but I get what he's
top.
I get 10, what he's
my
saying,
guy
though.
is elite.
Who? Carson Palmer?
No, I'm saying Hurts.
Oh, Jalen. I was like, hold on, what? My bad. It was
Carson had a couple of elite years. 1 year with the Cardinals, 1 year with the with the Bengals, he had some good years. And then that 1 year with the Raiders, he played pretty good.
I don't even remember the years with the Raiders. I remember Cardinals and then Cincinnati. But he had Chris Henry. He had TJ Husabazada. He had Oche Cinco. He had some dudes on that. He had some catchers on that team.
He had some people.
Yeah, he has some wide receivers on that squad.
And like I said, we all know Jalen needs to grow. We do. Like by me saying here how great he is saying nothing towards how much he actually needs to grow. But all quarterbacks had time to do it. Why can't we stop trying to criticize him on a game-to-game basis and let him grow? You know what I'm saying? And growing process, you're gonna see some things that don't look great. He's still young. He hasn't seen every defense. You know what I'm saying? You're pandering to people that see defenses for years. When this is the first time he actually seeing all these teams. A lot of these games are Jalen's first time ever playing the team. You know what I'm saying? It's not like he has these teams. Oh, I played them 3-4 times already, so I kind of know what they're gonna do. This is the first time him playing these teams too. This is the first time Nick Sirianni's calling against these teams. Frank Wright called the plays in Indianapolis, not Nick. He was just the offensive coordinator. Things like that people don't look at like, okay, we're putting a lot on these guys' plates that maybe they're not ready to do. Not saying that they won't be ready or can't get ready, but they're just not ready right now. What up, Alcaber, my guy? How you doing? That is
shout out to everybody in the comments, bro.
The reaction goat right there, Alcaber de Allen. I love that guy, man. He classic first. This is Alcaber.
But shout out to everybody in the comments.
Yeah, we got 20 up in here, man. Shout out, hey, all 20 guys. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe. There's 20 people in here. We need 20 subs on my boy. King Fly John channel, YouTube channel. Let's get over there. He had 9 already. He should be at like 30 subscribers, close to it by the time we done this. You know what I'm saying? You know how we do on my channel. Everybody shows love. We always show that love to everybody that comes on the channel. We always feel honored to have, whoever we have on the channel whenever they can do it. So before we get into our all-time game, I know you got to get out of here pretty shortly, but let's go. What are your thoughts about this week against the Broncos?
So, I mean, if Gannon's going to play that soft serve defense, man, I'm sorry, it's going to be a wrap. They got Patrick. They got Patrick on their squad. They got Judy. The run game. I mean, the young bull they got. What's that young bull? Jerome Williams or something like that.
Yeah, he ran that rock.
He can run the rock.
Yeah,
Bull can run the rock, and then after that, they're going to be hitting you left with all you can do running back with Melvin Gordon. I mean, the one thing I can say is though, their offense is hurt. Their offensive line is hurt. They only had three. I think it was like 3 backups at the offensive line. So, but then you see what they did to the Cowboys. But I mean, this is the thing, though. It's not a question for you, BIRDGANG 31. Did they expose the Cowboys?
I think they did.
Yeah.
This is the time. Cowboys always do this at the beginning of the season. That's why it's like fun being in this content creating thing, hearing these content creators talk all this junk. And it's like, really, guy? Like, you've done this for 26 years. You've been great in the beginning. You've always been a paper champ. You know what I'm saying? Like, so that's awesome that you guys are doing what you normally do, my guy. Let's see what's going to happen the next 2 months. So this is November. Did you not see the calendar switch over? We are in November. This is when the Cowboys can mess up. They will mess up. And they already showed one time against the Broncos, my guy. We're not losing to the Broncos this week. Did that make us better than the Cowboys? Probably not at the moment.
Hey, Birdman.
But at the same time, I think we have a more
talented Hold on. Say it with your chest. Say it again. Say it again. We ain't losing to the Broncos. Say it with your chest.
We ain't losing to the Broncos, my guy. That's not happening. The Cowboys are tripping. They're definitely tripping. That's just not happening.
I love the confidence.
I mean, that's the way.
I got
all these winnable games. Every winnable team we could have beat this year, we beat already. It was the teams that were questionable that we lost to. Yeah. So we should be looking at a nice clean slate. And if you give young guys that kind of momentum, that kind of confidence going into a playoff, you know what I'm saying? Even if it's a wild card playoff, man, I'm telling you, my whole thing is I've always been like, this is the Giants the second time. Remember, Giants won 2 out of 3 years. That first year, they were really good. You know what I'm saying? They're like, oh, the Giants are good this year. They went and won the Super Bowl. Next year they didn't go to the playoffs. The next year they went back to the Super Bowl and beat the Patriots that were undefeated. Remember? They beat the undefeated Patriots, right? And then that team was not that good. They weren't even expected to go to the playoffs
They were
early
a
in the
wild
season.
card. Weren't they a wild card that year?
Yeah, exactly. They
were
had that stretch at the end. They got them that wild card. And I'm seeing that this could be that team still. Like, people are already talking about drafts. Like, these are old players we're not even going to have on our team next year. You're talking about the team's going to be a lot different next year when it gets here. So don't focus on that. Focus on what we still got ahead of us. You know, we still got some easy winnable games. The New York's all 3 games. Boom. That should be 3 dubs right there. The Washington football team, that should be 2 dubs right there. That's already 5 dubs. You know what I'm saying? You know, you look at the Saints, they don't even have a quarterback. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on.
But this defense, man, this defense has you in just like.
But they haven't played bad against.
You have doubt about this defense, and you know that. We all know that.
I do. I do. I do got doubt, but I feel like against sorry quarterbacks, that doubt has went away because he did his thing against. Like, you think about what, you know, sorry quarterback did we really lose to, and then was it the offensive side of the ball or the defensive side when we did it? Like, Carr's, as much as everybody wants to say Carr's not the world beater, but he's a good quarterback if you give him time. You know what I'm saying? If you give him his time.
And that's what we do. There was no pressure.
It's the zones, but like, Gannon goes into those games thinking, oh, if I give him time, I don't want him taking deep shots on me all game, so I'm going to stop that. You know, that's the worst scheme ever.
It is.
But I still think he can change. You seen the 2 games that he actually blitzed. You see the 2 games he actually played some man coverage. We played good on defense.
I don't think he's going to change. I don't think John Gannon is going to change.
But he has shown signs of changing.
Yes, because you know why he's still showing the signs? Because it's those games that we're not supposed to win. He does the unexpected. I'm telling you, this man does the opposite of what we're not supposed to do. It's the most weirdest thing I've ever seen with this guy. Like, I don't understand. He looks like donkey of the day every time he gets in those press conferences. Like, he says the total opposite. I'm just like, bro, what are you doing?
The press conferences are the worst for me with him because he's too happy. Like, why are you happy? Yeah, there should be not one game you come on this press box, you're sitting there happy and smiling and yeah, you know, because you ain't not doing nothing good at all, 0%. So you need to be looking concerned, depressed, talking about, I'm going to do it, I'm going to change it, I'm going to get it better, period. But with a concerned look on your face, not just all, you know, my defense is supposed to stop the big plays, and that's what the defense does. And, you know, I do with my part. No, you're not doing your part, my guy. You look garbage. We had an offensive line coach that we turned into a defensive coordinator that is making your defense look like crap. And he was garbage, too. So.
Well, it's
Castillo, yeah.
Yeah, his joint look better than this.
Right?
I said that on my panel. I said Castillo's joint look better than this.
I'm just saying, look like you up to 16 subs, my guy. That's what's up.
I appreciate you. Thanks, man.
Yeah, 15 before him.
Hey, I'm getting up there, man.
We're moving fast. What you say?
I appreciate it.
17, they say. That's a total call of 17. That's what's up, man. Thank you guys, man. That's what I'm talking about.
Cheers.
You know? What up, King? Is it fly? All right, well, let's get to the all-time Eagles game because I know you got to get out of here. So, like I said before, this is your team. Don't worry about what anybody's saying in the crowd. This is your guys. This is the birds that you don't watch your whole life. So, give me your starting quarterback.
All right, so this is it. Like me, like I'm 37. Okay.
Yes.
So this is in mine, like what I've seen.
Like if one of your favorite players wasn't in the generation, you just heard of him and you actually respect him, you watch enough highlights to say he's on your all-time team, then use him.
Okay. All right. That's
you know what I'm saying? But it's your team. You know what I'm saying? You can make whoever you want, my guy.
Gotcha.
It's magic. So who'll be your starting quarterback and who'll be backing them up?
So my starting quarterback, oh man, y'all probably gonna flame me for this, but it's gonna be Randall. That's easy. He's the one that made me fall in love with the Eagles, man. Randall Cunningham. My backup.
Yeah.
I'm probably gonna poo-poo on this one. My backup was gonna be Mike Vick, man. I love Donovan McNabb, but
Vicky.
I was a big Mike Vick fan, man. That was my guy. Yeah. So I got to go Randall Cunningham, Michael Vick.
I like that. Give me 3 running backs and a fullback.
Okay. So running backs, I got to go with Ricky Waters. That was my guy. I grew up watching Ricky Waters. I used to have that.
Ricky
remember
Waters was a man.
He was. Remember, and you remember the back in the day we used to be able to reverse your jerseys?
Yep.
I had that. I had the green and white one. I wore that to death. And then he did the alligator arms. He did that. He did the for what move? My pop's like, take that off. Don't wear that. Don't wear that around me. I got so I'll have to go Ricky Waters, Brian Westbrook, and McCoy.
And then a fullback.
Fullback. Can I put Deuce Staley at fullback? Because his ass was big enough to do it.
All right, we're gonna let that slide. Deuce can be your fullback. That's a nice little back.
Pickle juice, man. Pickle juice, B.
I like it. Give me your 2 tight ends.
Oh man, Zach Ertz. I have to go with Zach. And Brett Selleck, man. I was a big Brett Selleck fan. I like Brett Selleck. So yeah, you know what I mean. I go with them.
Zach and Selleck.
Yeah.
4 wide receivers.
4 wide receivers. So I'm gonna have to go with. Y'all probably gonna flame me for this, but T.O. Because when T.O. came, son, T.O. was the man, son. Y'all can't hate. Okay. I don't want to hear all that.
That's the receiving year we've ever seen for a receiver.
Oh my God, son. Probably gonna get flamed for that, John, too. Garner was the
Everybody like T.O. No, you good.
When I wear my T.O. back home, man, I don't like that. But yeah, I'm about to go T.O., Deshaun Jackson, all great, Mike Quick. Last but not least, who should I go? This is tough, man. So this is before my time, so I had to say Carl Carmichael because my pops was a big fan of his. He was before my time. So yeah.
Nice. Who's gonna be on that starting offensive line?
So my starting offensive line. So right guard, left guard. Left tackle. I can't talk. Jason Peters.
Right.
Guard. I'm gonna have to go with Evan Mathis. Yeah, I was a big fan of Evan Mathis. Jason Kelsey, of course. Right guard.
I tried, Grant.
Man, I'm trying to think, bro. I'm trying to think at right. I guess I have to go Bodacious Brooks because he came here.
Brooks, yeah.
I gotta go with Brooks. I was gonna go with Todd Hermans, but I'm like, I gotta go with Brooks.
Or Sean Andrews played some good ball for us.
Yeah, Sean Andrews did play. And then
Brooks
Lane,
is the best probably when he's healthy.
True. And then I gotta go. My right tackle will be Lane.
Lane for sure. Yeah. Who's gonna be the starting defensive lineman on that team?
Oh boy, so this is tough because this is really, really tough.
It's a lot of good ones.
Yes, there's a lot of good ones, and I'm probably gonna name someone that you'll be like, "What, for real?" So I'm gonna go with BG. I just love his passion.
Yeah,
he's such a good dude, man. My 2 defensive tackles will be Jerome and then Reggie White. I met Reggie White in 1993. He came to my school and talked to us.
That's legit.
Yes. So ever since then, I had his jersey. He came to my school, and I remember he came to my school, and he had like an aura, son. I was like, yo, that's Reggie White. So I have to go there. And then last but not least, on the other end, man, I'm gonna have to go Curse.
Javon Curse, the freak up in there.
I was a big fan of Javon Curse.
Yeah.
And an honorable mention, gotta go Fletch. Okay, so.
Fletch, yeah. Right. That's a good team there. Give me 3 linebackers.
3 linebackers. So that's pretty simple. I'm gonna have to go with Seth Joyner, Jeremiah Trier. See, this is difficult for me with linebackers. This is difficult for me with linebackers, man. I was a big D'Amico Ryans fan.
Ryans was a beast.
I was a big D'Amico Ryans fan. I ain't gonna be front. So yeah, it's between him and the Taquito Spikes.
Spikes too, yo.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? That was my no
They
neck
did their
Taquito.
thing. Yeah. And I know
But
another
I'll
guy to be
never
underrated.
forget. I'll never
Underrated
forget. I
is
see him.
another guy underrated all the time is Nigel Bradham.
Yes, yo, shout out to Nigel Bradham. I know his family members, and he signed. He got me a helmet. He got me a Super Bowl helmet,
What?
and the whole Super Bowl team signed it for me. Damn, that shout out to Nigel Bradham, him and his son, man. Good people, man.
That is good people. It's got your whole Super Bowl helmet.
Yeah,
I
know. Damn,
that's really good
you
people.
might see this one day and be like, man, I ain't hooking King up with nothing. He gave me a football. He gave me that football behind me, and then he gave me an artificial Eagles helmet. Super Bowl. That was the year we won in the Super Bowl, 2017. Whole team signed it.
Yeah.
Nick Foles, Darren Sproles, Green Goblin, Chris Long. I got it. It's in my living room, and you Douglas. Oh, that's a big one too. Man. See. It's so hard to do this. But yeah, man, that's
it's good. It's okay. It's his team, Grant. I know every top player. So who do you say we're going to use for our 3 linebackers again?
Oh, so I said Seth
Trotter, Joyner.
Trotter. Man, Hugh Douglas. That one, and then Nigel Bradham, and then Kiko Alonso. Whoa.
Nah.
Oh man,
Kiko was garbage.
Oh man, I'll never forget that day we traded McCoy. My wife took me to Applebee's and I got drunk.
Oh, I had a heart attack. What is Shady?
I couldn't believe that trade, bro. I could not, bro. I felt like Fred Sanford. Yo, make room. I'm coming. Oh man. Son.
Facts.
Man.
And D Jackson first time.
Son.
He messed up. He had a lot of good years left.
Yeah. So yeah, that was my 3, and then my honorable mention will be Nigel Brown because that's like
nice. Who would be your 3 cornerbacks?
Oh, that's easy. So my slot, I would have to put Asante Samuels in there, Bobby Taylor,
right?
I feel like I'm missing somebody.
Eric Allen.
Yes, that's who I was missing. I got
Lito Shepherd.
Yes.
Asante.
Man. Well, no, I said Asante.
Okay.
I said Asante. So it'd be Asante. Bobby Taylor was my guy, though.
Yeah. Bobby Taylor's a good guy. He came on the show, man. Much love.
Yeah.
Shout out to Bobby Taylor for coming by the show.
Yeah, man.
It's one of my early guests. So which one you use?
Brown? Oh man, Sheldon, I forgot. See, I'm messing up, B.
You can't mess it up. It's your team. You know?
No, but
there's more than 3 of them. So that's the reason why you do it. There's more than 3 people you can pick. It's just your favorite 3, basically. His family will be Allen, Vincent, and Samuel. That's a great cornerback room there.
That's my cornerback. Yeah.
I'm talking about that's some picks. You know, that's some swag. That's some veteran leadership.
We getting picked all day because Eric Allen was a shutdown cornerback in his day.
Facts. All 3 of them are shut down
corner. He was the reason why I wore number 21. It wasn't just him and Dion, but I wore 21 because of Eric Allen.
Heck yeah. So we'd be 3 safeties.
Oh, okay. Y'all probably gonna be mad at me this one, but it's gonna be Brian Dawkins. He was a
Dawkins
reason why
always
I turned
number
to
1.
being. Yeah, that's Brian Dawkins.
He's GOAT.
I'm gonna have to put Malcolm
Jenkins.
I'm gonna have to put Malcolm Jenkins in there. You know, he did a lot for. He number 1. I'm from Camden, man. So he did a lot for my community, and he's a good dude. So being from South Jersey, man, and being from the hood where I'm from, like not a lot of us make it. I can count how many friends I know that are either locked up or 6 feet under. So Brian Dawkins did a lot too for Camden as well. But Malcolm Jenkins is one of the ones. He would come to the hood. He would be out there. He would do a lot of stuff for us. and then he would prove it on the field too as well. So shout out to me. You know what I'm saying? Safety, another safety. See, this is tough. Man, I don't know who to put right there at the third.
There's a lot of different routes you can go. You can go Waters. You can go Michael Lewis. You can go like Quentin Michael. You can go like
Quentin Michael was dope though, man.
Freaking who else was our safeties?
Was it Troy Vincent was a DB, right?
Hopkins.
Was it? Yeah, Wes Hopkins. I forgot about what. Yeah, yeah. It's so neat to go at the same, but I mean the two number one, the number one person will always be B-Dog. B-Dog will always be that's my guy. That will always be my guy. Hey, shout out to Trenton. What's up, man? I'm saying shout out to Jersey. South Jersey, I'm South Jersey made right here, baby. All day.
He said Dawkins.
That's a good one. That's that right there. That's it. That's me.
That's you?
Yeah, I know for sure. But it's so hard to like place people. You know what I'm saying?
She lived in
Willingboro. I got mad family in Willingboro. Yo, I got mad family in Willingboro.
Yeah.
Mad family in Willingboro. Shout out to Willingboro, yo.
Oh, Jinx lives there.
Oh, yo, Willingboro, Edgewater, Beverly, Dodge City. That's where I'm from, man. So I appreciate y'all. Oh, yeah.
All right, so who's gonna be your defensive coordinator?
Oh, that's me, Jimmy. Yeah, that's Jimmy all day.
Schwartz?
No, Johnson.
Oh, Jimmy Johnson. Yeah. I mean, what?
Yeah, all day.
Shut up.
That's all day. Yeah, all day.
Who's gonna be the offensive coordinator on the team?
I have to go with. Oh man, see, I would go Uncle Randy and I would go Frank Wright, and you know what? I'm gonna be loyal to the soil. I'm gonna go with Doug Peterson / Frank Wright. They gave us our first Super Bowl.
So you're gonna do Frank Wright, offensive coordinator, Doug Peterson, head coach?
Yeah, they gave me my first ring, man. I gotta do it.
Whoa, Dougie P. I
gotta go.
Andy.
Gotta do it, man. Hey, I got my first ring. I got my first ring. I love Uncle Andy. I love him. Love him to death. Love him to death. You know what I mean? Love him to death. Love him to death. You know? I gotta go Doug P.
Man, no, I'm just playing. Yo, I respect
Dougie P got
no matter what, all those games, Andy could never give us that ring, so that's a lot of heart.
Yeah, man.
Dougie P came in the second year and did it. Now he's such that he did it. So I gotta give him respect, man.
You break it up.
I say you gotta give him respect, man. That was a good one.
Yeah.
So
definitely.
It is what it is. Great list, my guy. That's definitely one of the best all-time Eagles lists on the menu since we started. I can't wait till the end of the season. I want to go back and get all the lists together and like do an overall all-time favorite list. You know, maybe have a little clip highlight of each player that got voted the most times. It's gonna be nice. Well, hey, man, thanks again for coming on the show. We still got 17 in the chat. Please hit that like and subscribe to both channels if you're not subscribed already. His channel is the King Fly John is pinned to the top of the chat. So make sure you guys go hit that. I know some of you guys have already subscribed, and we thank you very much for doing so. So much love to you guys. What's your score prediction for this week?
I got the Eagles 24-21. It's going to be
nice.
I've
been changing all the time. Let's see what I can come up with tonight. The Eagles 27-17. You know what I'm saying?
So you got a lot of confidence. You got a lot of confidence in the defense. I appreciate that.
And the offense is going to line it up. You know?
Offense is going to line it up.
We ain't got, what's that boy? Sertain ain't there. You know, that's their number one.
That's true.
That's their number one. He ain't there. So we're going to see what we can do on that offensive side of the ball.
And one thing I will say is I think, who's going to have a big game? And you know what? I might probably have to adjust my score. You know who's going to have a big game is Elliott. Elliott's going to have a big game.
Who?
Jake Elliott.
Jake Elliott? He's going to kick a lot of kicks?
Yeah. I think he's gonna make a lot of kicks. He's gonna make a lot of kicks for us. When it's tough, it's down to the wire. He's gonna get it for us. He's gonna get it.
So it's a 3-point game with Jake Elliott. No time left on the clock. Boom.
Yep, that's
Eagles
it. Boom.
Win. No, we're gonna go there.
Bomb,
We're gonna dominate, baby. We're gonna win by 10. We're gonna be winning by like 20, but they're gonna try to make a run at the end of the game. It's gonna end up being
what's crazy
a 10-point lead.
What's crazy is like I'm having some I'm having a good friend of mine. He's a Broncos fan. He's coming over. I don't need to. I need to win this one.
Oh man, you're right, Grant. My bad. Hold on. I forgot the kicker and punter.
Say what?
I forgot who's your kicker and who's your punter.
Oh, damn, we doing kicker. Oh, okay. So kicker. Oh, that's Mr. Akers all day. There's Akers, man.
Punter.
Bone Jones. Jones.
Jones. Yeah.
Yeah. Mr. Do-Rag Jones. You know, he wear Dewey.
Donnie Jones. Yeah, he was good.
Yeah, he wear Dewey.
Is that Mitchell and Deshaun Jackson for your kickoff and punt return?
Ooh. Well, I already had Deshaun Jackson on my. You know who would be my kick returner? Y'all probably gonna laugh. Kenyon Barner.
What?
Bro, he was a nice kick return, bro.
Barner?
Nice kick returner. Yeah, bro.
Whoa.
Kenyon. Yeah, bro. He turned like 3 kicks in like one game. Kenyon
Barner
was a sleeper. Kenyon Barner.
Did he? For returns all the way to the touchdown?
Yeah, it was like I think it was like a preseason, but still, it was just.
Still, he did it.
And then he would.
If you don't go there, what was that dude from Oregon's name? Our returner we have from Oregon. He was a receiver.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Josh. What is his last name?
That is his first name though.
His first name is Josh. Josh
Huff.
Josh Huff.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah.
Huff
he
had
was
some
nice.
moments too.
He was not a good wide receiver though.
No.
But he's not a good wide
But hey, shout out to the 16 in the chat, please. Like I said, like and subscribe to our boy King Fly John channel.
Okay.
You know, King Kincaid in the building.
Also, if you want the tees, I got t-shirts with the King Fly John. You know what I'm saying? Tees. Got stickers on there on the way as well. I just got a grip in. Actually, I think they're right here. So it's the logo.
Nice. Yo, hook up the merch. You know what I'm saying? Go subscribe to them. Tell them
everything.
You got a Twitter too, where they can go hit you up at, right?
Yeah, Twitter is King Kincaid. That's my last name. My full name is Tim Kincaid.
So yeah, so go hit them up over there. Go get your gear. Go get your stickers. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, also, you can always go to my shop too as well. While you're in the shopping mood for Eagle content creators, go hit up BIRDGANG 31. You know what I'm saying? Yes, Bird Nation Sports Merchandise.com. It's very simple, guys. We got some deals for the holidays on there, so go check it out. Any last words before we get out of here, my guy?
Man, win or lose, we still fly. All right? Go Birds.
Right?
Birdman
fly,
31. I appreciate
fly. You, till next time, we are out.
BIRDGANG 31. Sorry.
Peace.
BIRDGANG. Thank you.